Lesson 160. I am at home. Fear is the stranger here.
Hi there. Would you like to uncover how to change your life by getting rid of fear? Okay, here goes. As you may have already heard a few times, fear is the opposite of love. Today's lesson says that fear is a stranger to love. If we identify with fear, we become strangers to our own selves. Our true self would remain an alien to the part of us that thinks that it's real but different from ourselves. Do you think this could be sanity? Who could be sane and think they are what they are not? Who could be sane and judge against themselves? It's like a stranger walked amongst us, who comes from a different place and speaks a different language. This stranger looks upon a world that our truth does not know, and views what our truth considers senseless. This madman fails to recognize to whom he comes, and yet insists that he is at home, while who is truly at home here now is the stranger. And yet, how simple it would be to stand our ground and say,
This is my home. Here I belong, and I won't leave just because a madman tells me to.
Why shouldn't we say that? Could it be that we have invited this stranger in, asking them to take our place? Could it be that we let this stranger make ourselves the stranger to ourselves? After all, nobody would abandon something so valuable without the belief that there's something better awaiting them. Who is the stranger? Is it fear, or is it us who are unsuited to the home God provided for His Son? Is fear a part of God's creation? Does love complete fear, and is love completed by fear? In truth, there is no home that can house both love and fear. Love and fear cannot coexist. If we are real, then fear must be an illusion. And if fear is real, then we do not exist at all. So, the solution to the question is pretty simple. Those who fear have denied themselves and said, I am the stranger here. And so I leave my home to one more like me than myself, and give him all I thought belonged to me. And now they are exiled, not knowing who they are, unsure about everything except the fact that they are not themselves, and their home is no longer theirs. What do they search for now? What can they find? Strangers to themselves will struggle to find a place to call home, because they made their return impossible. They have lost their way, and only a miracle can now reveal to them that they are not the strangers here. And the miracle will come, because their true self has always remained in their home. Their true self did not invite any strangers in, and didn't adopt any strange ideas about itself. Their true self will call them back to itself, acknowledging what rightfully is its own home. Who is the stranger? We can't recognize this stranger because we have given him our rightful place. But our true self is not confused, and is sure of what belongs to him. No stranger can come between us and our true self. He does not know of strangers. He is certain of his Son. God's certainty is enough. The one God recognizes as his Son belongs where he has put his Son forever. God answered us who ask,
Who is the stranger?
Let's hear God's voice assure us that we are not a stranger to our Father, and our Creator is not a stranger to us. God has joined his Son, and we remain forever one, at home in him, no stranger to ourself. Today, we give thanks that Christ has come to search the world for what belongs to him. His vision sees no strangers, but recognizes us as his own and happily unites with us. Some may see him as a stranger, because they don't recognize themselves. But when they welcome him, they remember. And he leads them gently back home where they belong. Christ never forgets anyone. He doesn't fail to remind us of anyone so that our home can be as complete and perfect as it was meant to be. Christ has not forgotten us. But we won't remember him until we look at everyone and everything through his eyes. If we deny our brothers, we also deny him. By doing so, we refuse to accept the gift of sight that allows us to recognize our true self, remember our home, and find salvation.
I am at home. Fear is the stranger here.
Remember to set some time for your longer practice periods when you wake up and before you go to sleep.
I am at home. Fear is the stranger here.
and remind yourself of today's idea every waking hour.
I am at home. Fear is the stranger here.
What do you think of that? How revolutionary would it be to treat fear as the stranger in our lives? How will this change everything? You're doing great. Every day is a new opportunity to invite love and turn fear away, and you're already making great strides. See you tomorrow for another powerful lesson.
If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment. Thanks. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. There's a new lesson every day.